Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. We have made it into the postseason. Our goal the entire year has been to get a top 6 seed to avoid the play-in tournament entirely and not have to worry about a team like Cleveland or Charlotte in the first round. And in the last episode, in our final game of the regular season, we were able to do just that, putting us at 47-35 and clinching us the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. And we will play up against the Orlando Magic in the first round of the playoffs. I'm really excited to see how these playoffs unfold because I think as we look at where the NBA is right now, there are 3 clear contenders, I would say. The Rockets, the Hornets, and the Cavs are by far the 3 best teams in the league, and nobody's really close. So I'm curious to see if somebody in either conference, who knows, maybe us, makes a surprising Cinderella run through the postseason. I think our team has what it takes. I don't think we're at the level of, say, a Cleveland or a Charlotte, but if things go our way, you never know. The key is going to be staying healthy. We've had a hard time keeping our guys on the floor this year, but our team, minus Cesar DiCarlo, is fully healthy here going into round 1 against the Orlando Magic, and we're certainly hoping to keep it that way. We still need to find out who the 7 and 8 seeds are, so we will quickly go through the play-in tournament in both conferences. We almost had to play in the play-in. Luckily, we were able to avoid it. So we're going to simulate it through, and here are the results. In the Western Conference, Golden State beat Portland out for the 7th seed, and then Oklahoma City won 2 games in a row, beating Phoenix and Portland for the 8th seed. So Oklahoma City is in the playoffs. And then in the Eastern Conference, the Hawks clinched the 7th seed, and then the Pacers were able to beat Philadelphia for the 8th seed. I don't think the 7 and 8 seed is much of a difference in the East because you still have to play one of Cleveland or Charlotte. We get to play against the Magic, who are not on the level of those 2 teams, but Orlando is still a really, really good squad. They've built up a phenomenal young core of guys who really mesh well together. They've got a lot of great playmakers. These guys know how to create their own shots. They know how to set up their teammates. Their best player is former number 1 pick Paolo Banchero, who made the All-NBA first team this year at just 22 years old. Their top scorer is former high draft pick Zamir Donaldson, who they drafted with the 5th overall selection a couple years ago out of Auburn. Donaldson leads a talented guard unit. He's 6'9". He's averaging 23 a game with over 5 assists on ridiculous shooting efficiency, over 48% from 3. Along with Donaldson and Banchero, these guys have plenty of other great players. Markelle Fultz has really developed into a good player, although he is currently a little bit banged up. Domantas Sabonis and Franz Wagner are 2 of the best passers in terms of their size in the entire league. Both of them are very solid scorers as well. And these guys have solid depth pieces like Jalen Suggs, Mo Bamba, and TJ Warren. This is what the rotation is going to look like to start the playoffs. We're going to be giving our starters more minutes than normal because it's the playoffs. We want our best players on the floor. For now, we're going to run a 10-man rotation. It'll be interesting to see what we do when Cesar DiCarlo returns from his back spasms, which, if I were to guess, is probably going to be Game 3. DiCarlo is healthy enough to play, but I don't think it's worth risking it unless there's some emergency because he's been quite injury-prone over the last few years. So let's get it started. Welcome to the Eastern Conference playoffs, everybody. The New York Knicks make it back to the playoffs for the first time since 2021, as they are set to face off against the young and hungry Orlando Magic, who have seemingly come out of nowhere to get the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. This Magic team is young, they're fun, they're exciting, and I have a feeling they will be a fixture in the playoffs for years to come, and this is going to be their first real opportunity to show what they're made of against our New York Knicks. Regular starting 5 for the Knicks, it'll be DJ Ramses, Paul George, RJ Barrett, John Collins, and James Wiseman. For the Magic, it'll be injured Markelle Fultz battling through some pain. He'll be joined by Zamir Donaldson, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and the man in the middle, Orlando's big free agent signing this summer, Domantas Sabonis. He will meet up with Wiseman here at center court for the tip-off. It'll go to Sabonis and the Magic, and we are underway with Game 1 of the Eastern Conference first round between the Knicks and the Magic. 6-4 your score here early. Paul George gets it over to the rookie, DJ Ramses, who pulls up from beyond the arc. Ramses has scored or assisted on all 7 of the Knicks' points so far. James Wiseman gets it over to Paul George, and he connects on the triple. The Knicks acquired PG at the trade deadline, looking for a veteran presence to add to the offense, as Ramses strips it away from Fultz, who gets it back, over to Paolo Banchero, who throws it down with the slam. 12-10, here comes Ramses, dribbles into traffic, sends it over to R.J. Barrett, who knocks down the tray ball. The Knicks hit their first 3 triples of the game. 15-10, nifty step back by Markelle Fultz. He may be hurting, but he still has great ability, averaging over 16 and 6 this year. Paolo Banchero with a nice hezzy move on John Collins. He'll hit the triple to tie the game up at 15. Ramses sends it over to R.J. Barrett in the corner for Paul George, who's going to let it fly. PG looks good early. Playoff P with 8 points here in the first quarter. Paul George notoriously has not performed well in his playoff career, but he's looking to change the narrative today as Franz Wagner hits a 3 for Orlando. The Magic lead 22-20. Here comes Wagner, guarded by the smaller Coco Diablo, and Wagner takes advantage of the mismatch. 24-20. Mayo sends it in the corner for Killer Cam Reddish. He hits the triple. 24-23 now your score. TJ Warren draws the double. That means somebody's going to be open. It's Mo Bamba in the corner. The Queens, New York native hits the triple. 27-23. Here's Coco Diablo with a nice move. He'll hit the layup for his first career postseason bucket. And the rookie out of Villanova is now on the board. Here comes Patrick Feinstein with the slam. His first postseason basket is a big dunk. 27-31, step back from Reddish from downtown. Got it! Cam Reddish with 2 first-quarter threes. Both offenses look great here in the early moments of the game. Final seconds of the first quarter. Knicks looking to take the lead. It's Diablo inside, misses the layup. Nice defense by Franz Wagner. And the Magic hold a 1-point lead here through the first quarter. Really high-scoring game. Both teams shooting the ball lights out as Barrett is blocked by Domantas Sabonis. Here comes Orlando. It's Suggs with it. The former Gonzaga Bulldog pulls up, hits the mid-range jumper to put the Magic ahead by 3 with their first points of the quarter. Ramses with a nice move. Over to Paul George. His shot won't fall. Collins with the rebound over Paolo Banchero, and he gets the putback for the Knicks. John Collins, the veteran, making a nice play there as it's 34-33. New York ahead. Sabonis draws the double. He finds Jalen Suggs open, and he'll let it fly. Jalen Suggs hits the triple. 34-36 now. Ramses, step back, beauty. DJ Ramses with another 3, his second here in the first half. 37-40, Orlando leads with about 5 minutes left in the half as Domantas Sabonis is blocked. Wiseman got a hand on it. On the other end, Wiseman sends it over to Paul George, and playoff P now has 13 in the first half. Tied up at 40, Ramses drives inside. Tough layup will fall, no foul, but the Knicks would take the lead there, but not for long. It's now 45-46. Tyus Jones sends it in the corner for Zamir Donaldson, who connects on the triple for the Magic. 45-49. Tyus Jones has it stripped away by DJ Ramses. On the other end, Ramses inside for Diablo, no good. Grabs his own rebound, misses again. You gotta take advantage there off the turnover. A couple of costly misses by the rookie Diablo. And then on the other end, Franz Wagner makes the layup going coast to coast. And the Magic lead by 6. Ramses is intercepted by Bamba. The Knicks offense starting to fall apart a little bit. Here's Donaldson, step back, 3-ball is good. And Zamir Donaldson has the Magic up by 9. New York's got to call a timeout. They've been standing stride for stride with the Magic the entire first half. Now the offense is starting to struggle as they get a big dunk by Ahmed Kabongo, the second-year pro out of the Democratic Republic of Congo. 47-56. Feinstein sends it over to Killer Cam Reddish. Once again, his third triple in the first half. Wagner's shot is good from the top of the key. Franz Wagner leads all scorers with 20 points here in the first half. Orlando leads by 9. The Knicks looking to get one more basket. Diablo's floater no good. Reddish with the rebound, and the putback is good. 11 points off the bench for Cam Reddish, and that'll wrap up the first half. 59-52, the Knicks are trailing. There's a look at the playoff bracket. Overall, I think the offense has been pretty good. We started the game off red hot from beyond the arc, and we've cooled off, but we're still shooting it well. I want to see more defensive intensity, though. This is the playoffs. This is where you have to really key in defensively, and I haven't really seen that. The Magic are getting good looks inside. They're getting good looks beyond the arc. As the Knicks look to make a play here going coast to coast, it's John Collins. He'll make the and one layup. Markelle Fultz called for the foul, and within not even a minute, the Knicks make it a one-score game. Now it's a one-point game, 58-59. New York off to a big start here in the third quarter. Markelle Fultz with a big dunk for Orlando to put the Magic up by 3. DJ Ramses looks to run around by Fultz. Ramses tries to make a play. He hands it over to Paul George, who hits another 3, and we are tied at 61. On the fast break, it's Jalen Suggs. He's blocked by Wiseman. James Wiseman has been phenomenal defensively tonight. And on the other end, R.J. Barrett hits the 3, assisted by Ramses. The Knicks take the lead back, 64-63. Here's Paul George over to Ramses, top of the key. Let it fly, young man. DJ Ramses hits the 3, 67-63. Fultz is blocked, this time by John Collins. On the other end, Ramses lets it fly. Again, he misses, but John Collins is there for the offensive rebound. Backing down on Franz Wagner for the putback. John Collins now has a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. 69-65. Fultz pulls up, and he will not get it, but Sabonis grabs the offensive rebound over to a wide-open Paolo Banchero, who hits the triple. Big shot for Orlando. So far, the Magic's offense is really struggling here in the third quarter. Nice lob up to Mo Bamba to make it a one-point game, 71-70. Patrick Feinstein's mid-ranger is no good. Ramses with the offensive rebound and the putback. DJ Ramses is doing everything tonight. 21 points, 6 assists, 5 boards. He's got a number of steals as well. DJ Ramses looks fantastic in his postseason debut. What a move by Coco Diablo inside for the slam. Coco has not looked as sharp in his playoff debut, but it is good to see him making a nice play there. Good move over to Mo Bamba in the corner. He'll hit the 3. New York leads by 2 with just seconds to go in the quarter. Coco Diablo, pump fake. His three-point shot will not fall. That'll wrap up the third quarter. Overall, a really good quarter of basketball for the Knicks. I said defensively, New York had to be a little bit more intense, and that they were. Orlando only scored 15 points in the fourth quarter as Domantas Sabonis throws it down on the slam, and we are tied up. Here is Coco Diablo. His pass is tipped and intercepted by Paolo Banchero. The Magic now up by 2. Make it 4. Zymeir Donaldson with the slam for Orlando. 77-81. Paul George answers right back with a big bucket. The Knicks had all the momentum going into the fourth quarter, but the Magic are playing really well since the quarter change. It seems like their offense has flipped a switch from the third. There's Wagner with the slam. Now tied at 83 with 6 minutes to go. This has been a battle all night long as Markelle Fultz shows off great body control inside, making the layup. Knicks call time. New York now up by 2. Ramses over to Wiseman to Barrett, no good. But Wiseman is there for the rebound and the putback. James Wiseman's numbers don't jump off the page tonight, but defensively he has been a force down low. Ramses picks Markelle Fultz's pocket. Step back. Ramses over to Paul George. George drives by Donaldson with a nifty spin move to make the layup. 20 points for Paul George in his first playoff game with the Knicks. Ramses pump fake over to a wide open Paul George, who hits a huge 3. Look at that score with 3 minutes to go. The Knicks lead by 9. Speaking of 9, that's how many assists DJ Ramses has tonight. He's one away from a double-double. Banchero makes the layup. Not a very good defensive possession there by the Knicks. They look to rebound on offense as the tipped pass is caught by Barrett, who makes the layup. 96-87. With only 2.5 to go, Orlando's offense is going to have to wake up. Banchero no good. Wagner, his putback is no good. Big defensive stop by the Knicks. On the other end, Ramses inside for Collins, who gets the slam. That's Ramses' 10th assist of the night. He's got a double-double in his postseason debut. Donaldson no good. Rebounded by Banchero to Donaldson to Sabonis for 3. Again, no good. The Knicks defense really keying in the second half. New York up by 10 with a minute to go. Banchero with a nice slam in transition. The Magic now running the floor again. They've got to score once more. Here's Franz Wagner. Inside, misses the layup. Banchero misses the layup. What a great defensive stand by the Knicks, and they're going to look to finish off the game right here. Barrett, step back. Bang! That's your dagger. The Knicks lead by 11. I think this game is over. The New York Knicks have won Game 1 of the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, 101-90. This game was a tale of two halves. In the first half, the defense really struggled. We weren't consistently making plays. The Magic kept getting good looks. They scored 59 in the first half. In the second half, that completely changed. As we look at the shooting breakdown, this was in the first half. The Magic were so efficient from inside and out. And then as we move over into the second quarter, again, same thing. Orlando shot 62% from the field and 58% from three in the first half. Let's move over to the third quarter, where Orlando only scored 16 points. And then in the fourth quarter, they did not make a single shot outside of 10 feet. That is really impressive. As there's the shot chart again for the fourth quarter. Nothing outside of the paint. Great defense by the Knicks down the stretch in this game. The interior defense was phenomenal. The perimeter defense really stepped up late. Shout out to Ramses, Barrett, and George. In the second half, Orlando only shot 30% from the field and 15% from three, as they were outscored 49-31. Franz Wagner led the scoring with 24 points. Banchero with 16 and 10. Fultz, Suggs, and Bamba also in the double figures. Overall, the Magic did not shoot great from the perimeter. Zamir Donaldson in particular with only 8 points. As for the Knicks, 23, 7, 10, and 5 in the postseason debut for DJ Ramses. The moment was definitely not too big for the young rookie. PG with 23. Reddish and Barrett played well. Collins 13 and 14, while James Wiseman had 6, 9, and 7 blocks. I'm certainly hoping for more production out of the bench. Coco Diablo really struggled. Guys like Mayo and Feinstein didn't make a whole lot of plays. So hopefully that can change here in game number 2. If we win this game and take a 2-0 lead going back to New York, Orlando is in big trouble. So this is not necessarily a must-win game for the Magic, but they really cannot afford to lose this one. So I've got to assume Orlando's going to get everything they've got. Same lineups as Game 1 for both teams. We'll see if the Knicks can keep the momentum rolling after allowing only 31 points in the second half of Game 1 to Orlando. Let's see if the defense can keep it going. Sabonis and Wiseman meet up at center court for the tip-off. This one will once again go to Sabonis and the Magic, and we are underway with Game 2 of the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. New York leads the Magic 1-0. Here comes Barrett, step back, nifty move on Wagner. He gets it over to the rookie, DJ Ramses, who hits the three. Ramses is already playing really well here early in this game after a phenomenal postseason debut where he had 23 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, and 5 steals. Donaldson over to Sabonis for the slam. Nice play there by the Magic. Here's Orlando on the inbound. Banchero on the baseline, hoping somebody gets open as he's going to send it in the corner for Zamir Donaldson, tightly guarded by George. Donaldson inside. Barrett switches over as Donaldson makes the layup to put the Magic ahead 6-5. We'll see if New York can respond. DJ Ramses has been responsible for all of their points so far as he drives inside. Layup is no good, and Ramses is on the ground, clutching at his leg. He is hurt. Wagner's three, no good. Wiseman grabs the rebound, and the Knicks are going to call a timeout. Oh my goodness, this is just horrible. DJ Ramses grabbing at what looks like his left ankle. A devastating injury for New York's young star. DJ was so good this season as a rookie. In the first game of the playoffs, he was the best player on the floor. And now the Knicks are going to need their other young guard, Coco Diablo, to really step up as long as DJ is going to be out. As we look at it again here, I think he landed on his ankle kind of awkwardly. Let's get a better look right about now. Ooh, that's got to hurt. So DJ Ramses suffers an ankle injury. We will get his prognosis shortly. Following Orlando possession, Banchero heaves up a prayer, and it is good, beating the shot clock. Coco Diablo running the offense. He's going to have to really step up. He performed really badly in Game 1 as he already gets called for a charge. That's his second foul within about a minute. So now Splash Mayo, who isn't even a point guard, is going to have to run the offense as Jalen Suggs blows right by him. This is quickly turning into a disaster. Mayo sends it over to Paul George. George with the screen from Collins. George in the corner for R.J. Barrett. He hits the three. Paul George is a good passer. Is he going to have to run the offense? I mean, this is just not good for the Knicks. George rips it away on the other end, looking to make a play in transition as he finds R.J. Barrett for the slam. 13-12, Orlando leads by 1. Wagner to Sabonis. He gets it over to Jalen Suggs in the corner for Zymer Donaldson. He'll hit the triple to make it a 4-point Orlando lead. Now the Magic lead by 6. What was that? Yeah, the Knicks need a real point guard running the offense. I don't think it's Splash Mayo, clearly. Shot no good. Banchero with the offensive rebound over to Bamba. Bamba trapped. He will send it back outside for Banchero, who hits the line 2, and the Knicks call a timeout. They've got to regroup. They've got to figure something out because this is quickly becoming an emergency. So because of that, Cesar DiCarlo will enter the game. We did not want to have to play him, but with DJ Ramses hurt and Coco Diablo struggling, we need a real point guard to be able to run the offense, and that's Cesar DiCarlo, even if he's only 75% as he hits the quick 3. Good start for Cesar. We now have news on DJ Ramses' prognosis, and it is not a good one. We have breaking news coming out of Orlando. DJ Ramses has broken his left ankle, and his season is going to be over. So that is about the worst case scenario for the Knicks. DJ Ramses is done for the year, and Cesar DiCarlo and Coco Diablo are both going to have to step up tremendously as the Knicks hit the 3. That's Cam Reddish, tying the game up at 20. Suggs over to Tyus Jones. He'll get the screen from Mo Bamba, who goes inside for the slam to put the Magic back ahead. The Knicks are hoping to light a spark here late in the first quarter with the horrible injury news as DiCarlo sends it over to Barrett, who hits the triple. New York takes a 25-22 lead. So the Knicks are ahead through 1, but obviously the bigger story is our star guard, DJ Ramses, breaking his ankle, ending his season. And any small chance the Knicks had of a Cinderella run has gotten even smaller. Diablo misses the layup. Kabongo blocked by Bamba. Kabongo misses again. 3 misses inside from the Knicks, and then on the other end, it's Markelle Fultz who gets the and 1. Patrick Feinstein called for the foul, and Fultz would tie it with a 3-throw. Here comes Paul George inside for the reverse slam. With Ramses out, Paul George is going to have to be the number 1 scoring option. Barrett's going to have to do more as a scorer. John Collins is going to have to do more, and obviously the guards as well, as Zymer Donaldson hits the 3, putting the Magic ahead by 5, and the Knicks call a timeout. New York's offense does not look very good here in the second quarter. They look lost without their true point guard in the game. Sabonis with the slam for Orlando, putting the Magic up by 8. Coco Diablo's got to make some plays as he lobs it up for Collins. Oh my God! Diddly D! John Collins with a monster poster on Franz Wagner. That'll get the Knicks a little bit energized, should it? Here's TJ Warren wide open in the corner. Any energy the Knicks had has been Thanos snapped away. 33-42. Diablo sends it over to George. Paul George looking to make a play. He gets it over to Splash Mayo, who hits the 3. Mayo can't really run the point, as we saw in the first quarter, so hopefully he can just provide a little bit more value as a bench scorer. Maybe Jackson Watkins will now get an opportunity to play as well, as Mo Bamba gets the putback dunk off the miss by Franz Wagner. 38-44, Cesar DiCarlo back in the game as he gets the assist to Collins, who throws it down. Cesar DiCarlo coming in the first quarter was not a one-time thing. DiCarlo will be part of the rotation for the rest of the game, and obviously going forward after this game, with him probably being fully healthy within a couple days. Wagner hits the 3, 42-49. Here comes DiCarlo, drives inside. He'll make the layup. I will say, in light of the Ramses injury, Cesar DiCarlo's playing really well given these few minutes as he gets it over to Barrett. His three-pointer is good. 9 points and 4 assists here in just around 5 or 6 minutes of action for Cesar DiCarlo. 47-51. Suggs with a spin move. He gets it over to Wagner, who floats it in. Orlando leads by 6 with about 3 seconds left in the quarter as Wagner intercepts the pass, heaves it up from half court. No good. That'll wrap up the first half. Orlando leads by 6. Without DJ Ramses available, the Knicks are going to be leaning on their wings more than ever. Cesar DiCarlo will probably have to play a lot in the second half because Coco Diablo, once again, is not having a great game. Early turnover for New York. On the other end, it's Paolo Banchero with the throwdown for the Magic. Orlando ahead by 8. George gets the screen from Wiseman. George inside with the slam. Paul George is doing a good job of scoring inside, but his three-point shooting today has been just dreadful. Wagner nearly loses it. He gets it over to Donaldson. So here comes Ymir Donaldson inside for Franz Wagner with the reverse slam. The Magic lead by 8. 51-59. Paul George off the screen. George sends it over to Diablo in the corner for R.J. Barrett, who hits the 3. Barrett has done a really good job as a scorer today with a bigger elevated role, with DJ Ramses obviously out. Banchero misses the 3. Donaldson with the rebound and the putback. Ymir Donaldson plays like he's 6'5", but he also has the size and length of the forward, showing it on that play. Diablo's finally on the board with a dunk. He has passed the ball well tonight with 4 assists, but the Magic have locked him down in terms of scoring. Warren over to Domantas Sabonis, and Domas will throw it down for the Magic. 56-64, 5 minutes left in the third. Here comes Diablo, fadeaway 3-ball is good! Coco Diablo has the ability to light a spark as a scorer for an offense. He can get hot, but as we've seen today, he can also get cold. There's Jalen Suggs, answers right back with a 3 for the Magic. Orlando leads by 10. Here comes Suggs. He will get the and one layup. Kabongo called for the foul, and ever since the end of the first quarter, Orlando is continuing to build up this lead. The Knicks got to go on a little run if they want to get back in the game, and that's a good start. Splash Mayo hits his second 3 of the night. 62-71. Cesar DiCarlo back in the game. He seems to mostly be playing at the end of quarters for the Knicks as Wagner makes it a 12-point lead with the 3. DiCarlo is probably going to have to play most of the fourth quarter. Hopefully he can do it. We know his energy is rough. We know he's obviously injured as he makes a nice layup up to 11 points on the day. DiCarlo now looks to drive right. And DiCarlo will get the and one to bounce in. My goodness, is Cesar DiCarlo playing well tonight. He didn't even know he was going to play in this game, and right now he's been arguably the next best player today. Nice putback by Franz Wagner. That'll make it 67-76. Donaldson has a wide open man. It's Jalen Suggs. He hits another 3. Orlando right back up by 12. DiCarlo looking to make another play here as he drives inside. DiCarlo with a dart in the corner for Cam Reddish. He hits the corner 3, bringing the lead down to 9. The offense just looks so much more fluid with Cesar DiCarlo in the game at point compared to Coco Diablo as Paolo Banchero gets the dunk. 71-81 with just seconds left here in the third quarter. Cesar DiCarlo with it, looking to make a play as he will be intercepted by Banchero. That'll wrap up the third quarter. New York trails by 10. They need a big comeback here in the fourth quarter. It's possible, but without their best player, certainly unlikely. We'll see if they can do it, though, as Barrett gets the early dunk. He's up to 16 points, a team high. Barrett doesn't appear to be done. He's going to look for the screen from Wiseman. Barrett with room, drives inside. Back to Wiseman, who gets it on the slam. 75-83. Fultz over to Wagner. Tipped and stolen away. Good defense by Coco. On the other end, John Collins, long 2, won't fall, but Wiseman grabs the rebound and gets the putback. Nice play for James Wiseman. 77-85, Fultz with it inside, no good. Grabs the rebound over to Suggs. Tough 3 is good. Jalen Suggs is really shooting the triple well tonight, saying that Cesar DiCarlo was too short on that possession. So DiCarlo in retaliation finds Collins with the dunk. Nice play by the Knicks. Collins with the throwdown. 79-88, under 4 minutes to go. Suggs with a way too easy layup. That was textbook bad defense. 79-90 now. Here is Cesar DiCarlo. He finds an open man. It's Paul George, who hits his first 3 of the day. George started this game 0 for 8 from beyond the arc before finally getting that one to fall. A huge and one for New York. It's R.J. Barrett who makes the play. A 3-throw will cut the lead to 7. The Knicks are starting to really find a groove offensively. This game is not over. Here comes Paul George inside, makes the layup, cutting the lead to 5 with 2.5 minutes to go. The Knicks offense is red hot right now, and it's because Cesar DiCarlo is putting on a passing clinic. Barrett, no good. Collins with the putback. 89-94 with 2 minutes to go. Following New York possession. Here comes DiCarlo inside over to Wiseman for the slam. Cesar DiCarlo is running this quarterback role perfectly. He looks like Patrick Mahomes right now. Fultz to Suggs, 3-pointer, bang! Huge shot for the Magic. They lead by 6 with just over a minute. DiCarlo drives inside, looking to make a play over to Barrett, who hits the layup. Another fourth quarter assist for DiCarlo as it's 93-97. Here's Wagner behind the back over to Fultz with under a minute to go. Biggest defensive possession in the game right here for the Knicks. Screen for Sabonis. Wagner back to Sabonis. His shot is no good. Nice defense by Collins, who grabs the rebound. The Knicks are going to look to reset and get a shot off quickly. Barrett, pump fake. Barrett inside, makes the layup. He's up to 23 points. 95-97 with 30 to go. Biggest possession right here. Banchero over to Wagner. Too easy. That was a horrible defensive play by R.J. Barrett as the Knicks call a timeout with 23.7 seconds to go. New York has one more after this. So who are they going to inbound it to? What's the play? Do you go for a 2 or a 3? DiCarlo with it. He's at 15 and 10 right now with the screen for Collins. DiCarlo back inside for Collins, who dunks it. That's DiCarlo's 7th assist of the 4th quarter. The Magic are going to look to inbound it quickly. It's Zymer Donaldson, who is fouled by Paul George. And so Donaldson will go to the line to shoot 2. Donaldson's a great three-point shooter, but his free-throw numbers have been inefficient throughout his career as he makes the first one. The second one will be no good. Wiseman grabs the board, and the Knicks call a timeout with 13.3 seconds left. New York's going to talk it over. Who do they want in the game? Realistically, there's probably not enough time to go for a 2, then foul, then get a good look from 3. So because of that, I think the Knicks are going to go for the three-point shot right now. Who's going to run point? Because DiCarlo can't really shoot. We don't really trust Coco. So we'll list Cam Reddish there, but I think we're going to give the ball to Paul George, let him decide if he gets open or if somebody gets open from 3, preferably Barrett or Reddish. So here we go. Let's see what the Knicks are going to do. Time is winding down, under 8 to go. Into the hands of George. He's going to call for a screen for Cam Reddish. The Knicks got to get this off quick. Not a lot of time left in the hands of Reddish. Heaves up a prayer at the buzzer, and it is good! But he shot it too late, and so the game is over, and the Magic are going to win. Wow! That was an ending, I guess. We kind of panicked on that last possession. We took too long setting up our play. Reddish had to heave one up late, and while he made the shot, it doesn't matter. It would have been a lot easier if we had a true point guard there like, DJ Ramses. But with his injury, that, of course, can't happen. 24 points for Wagner, 22 for Jalen Suggs. He was great off the bench tonight. Donaldson, Fultz, Banchero, and Sabonis also in the double figures. As for the Knicks, Barrett with 23, Paul George with 15, although he looked like Pandemic P in terms of his shooting today. 1 for 9 from beyond the arc. Cesar DiCarlo, in just 13 minutes, grabbed 15 points, 11 assists on only 1 turnover. Cesar DiCarlo is so impressive. He wasn't even supposed to play today, and he recorded a double-double in 13 minutes. He had to play, of course, because of the injury to DJ Ramses, who was playing very well before, he got hurt. And the backup point guard, Coco Diablo, didn't play all that well. We shot a lot of threes, and we were a little bit inconsistent there. We shot a lot of free throws as well. We got to the line a ton, which we did for the most part capitalize, going 17 of 20. So now that DJ Ramses is out for the year, we've obviously got to figure out who's going to be the starting point guard going forward. What does the rotation look like? Obviously, Cesar DiCarlo is more than healthy enough to play at this point, considering how good he was today. So he's going to have a big role. Coco Diablo's certainly going to have to step up after 2 very lackluster performances. We might see some Jackson Watkin minutes. Hopefully he can step up as well. So that's going to wrap up the episode. Certainly an interesting start to the playoffs. I think that'd be one way to put it. Next time around, we'll get through the next few games of this series, see if either team can take control, or if it looks like this series could possibly be headed towards 6 or 7 games. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.